There are times in life when the silence becomes deafening, when the burdens you carry feel too heavy to bear, when your heart is tired, your spirit weary, and your soul longs for a sign, something, anything, to remind you that you are not forgotten. If you're reading this today, this is your sign. God is speaking to you gently, clearly, lovingly. You are not alone. You may feel like no one truly understands what you're going through. You may be surrounded by people and still feel isolated, unseen and unheard. But know this: God sees you. He hears the cries of your heart, even the ones you're too afraid to speak out loud. He understands the depth of your pain, the weight of your worries, and the storm you're walking through. He is not distant. He is not silent. He is right there with you, even in this. God hasn't abandoned you. He hasn't turned his face away. In fact, he's closer now than you've ever realized. Sometimes, in the hardest moments, his presence may not come in a loud voice or a dramatic sign. It comes in the quiet comfort, the inner strength that somehow rises when you thought you had nothing left. It comes in the peace that doesn't make sense, and the hope that flickers when everything seems dark. Maybe you've been praying for a breakthrough, longing for a change, searching for answers. You've been asking, God, do you hear me? And today, he is answering, yes, I do. I've heard every prayer. I've seen every tear. I've felt every ache of your heart. You are not fighting alone. You are not walking through this valley in your own strength. God is walking beside you, holding your hand through the unknown. He is fighting battles you cannot see, opening doors you haven't even knocked on yet, and preparing blessings far greater than what you've imagined. His timing is perfect, even when it feels delayed. His plan is good, even when the path is unclear. Don't let the silence fool you into believing that God is absent. Don't let the pain convince you that he's forgotten you. God is still working, still moving, still speaking. Even now, he's weaving purpose into your pain, shaping beauty from your brokenness, and preparing a testimony from your trials. Your life has meaning. Your story matters. Every setback, every struggle, every silent night is part of a greater picture you cannot yet see. What feels like a delay is not a denial. What feels like a detour is still part of his divine direction. Hold on, even when it's hard. Keep trusting, even when you don't understand. Keep praying even when you don't feel strong. Because God is faithful, he has never left you before, and he's not about to start now. He is your strength when you are weak, your light in the darkness, your hope when all else fails. Sometimes God allows seasons of silence not to punish you, but to deepen your faith. Sometimes he removes certain things so he can make room for something better. Sometimes what feels like loss is actually preparation for greater blessings ahead. So don't lose heart. Don't give up. Just before the breakthrough. Your miracle may be closer than you think. This message is not just a coincidence. This is God reaching out to remind you that he is still in control, that he is still your refuge, your provider, your healer, your peace, that he has not forgotten you, and he never will. You are seen. You are known. You are deeply, unconditionally loved by the one who created the stars and still chose to craft every detail of your life with care and purpose. You were never meant to walk this journey alone, and you aren't. So lift your head. Breathe again. Let hope rise. God is with you. He's guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the new season that's coming. Better days are ahead. Restoration is coming. Healing is on the way. Joy will return. Peace will flood your heart again. You are not alone. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever.